Right. We're going to go ahead and get started here with the new Mercedes DLC. We picked up these cars last week, so we're going to do this 1954 Mercedes-Benz W198 300 SL, and this is part of the 3-star series. So we're going to race and drag this bad boy. I'm just going to grab a bottle of water or something here before we get rolling too far. That'll always help. All right, got a little H2 to the O's. It'll keep us hydrated while we're doing this stuff. So this is the car we had found at I believe the cheap junkyard is where we found all these bad boys from the new Mercedes DLC. I like that mint, good patina. This car is expensive. When we found it at the junkyard, we looked up real life 1954. We saw one at a Sotheby's auction for 1.5 million. So it is rare. Clearly not the value they're gonna present in the game here, but it is hard to find in real life and expensive as hell. Let's tear the body panels off here. That's it for body panels, isn't it? Don't see anything else. Okay. Let's do a little quick detail on the interiors. And an interior disassemble. Let's buy those new parts. Couple of Mercedes gull-wing seats and a Mercedes wheel. Let's plop those in. Nice. Like sharp. Then we can get rid of the crap one. Lights can't be repaired, might as well sell them. Same for windows. Can't repair those. Those we can repair. Not the tail light. The bumper in the trunk we can. Let's sit in this bad boy. Like a period in here, I'm telling you. It's red. I mean, someone needs to plug this sucker. But it ain't bad. Ain't bad. Alright, let's move her to the old first car lifter. And I think there was a battery in the... yeah, we got a battery. Let's pull that battery out. Throw that on the charger. And let's weld up the frame. Get it looking a little better. Sure. Put that back. Alright, yep, we did not miss any body panels. Let's crank it in the air. Do we have... We might actually have oil in this thing. What? One of our pieces of junk actually has oil in it? Yeah, about like quarter of a quart of oil. Alright. Alright, let's rip the rear end out of this sucker. And we'll tear out the front end, trans, and start repairing on this bad boy. Got ourselves some disc brakes. Fuse box is in the trunk on this car. Yeah, I did, and the battery. That's kind of interesting. Tear it down, tear it down. Ever wondered what WD-40 stands for? Well, it stands for Water Displacement 40th Try. So, the company who was, or the chemist who was trying to make that, apparently that was their 40th attempt at trying to develop a water displacement fluid that can, you know, displace the water, and WD-40, and the name just stuck. There's a bit of trivia for you. Well, thank gosh for the WD-40, because with a rusty car like this, we would not be removing these bolts, or we'd have to be busting out the torch to heat them up and break them off. Speaking of bolts, we are missing a bolt somewhere. Where are you at, bolt? I don't know. Are you under here? There it is. Like under the fuel filter. Alright, there's probably some front exhaust we should pull. Alright, the rest we should probably ought to be able to pull when we pull the motor. Grab the front suspension system out. For a 56 car, I mean, this has like similar suspension system to some of the modern cars in the game. And my understanding was this car, at the time it came out, was the fastest production car on the market. They only made, I think, 1,000 or 1,500 of them in their lives, so not a lot of them, but it was fast. And clearly had the suspension to go with it. And disc brakes all the way around. Also not pretty common. I mean, drum brakes were more common back then. Couple of rubber bushings, we'll be able to drop the cross member. Get the sway bar out. There we go. Front suspension, she is out. Let's drop this car down and we'll grab the cherry picker and we'll pull the motor. Maybe I can walk over there. Pull her out. I forgot to drain coolant. My goodness. That's a rookie mistake. I mean, come on. Alright. that, or washer fluid. So I'm not sure why it's your shop. You spill a little coolant and you find yourself. Yep, that's the way it is. All right, what do we got in the trunk here? Fuse box. This is interesting that we got a junkyard car and it actually had a full fuse box. Can at least pop these right back in. I had replacements on hand. I'm out of batteries. That ain't good. Oh, we got the one that we pulled from this engine. Pulled from this car, that is. What is this? Just this black thing sitting in the trunk. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's where like they stored a jack or something back in the day. Alright, let's go tear the engine down. This will be a new motor for us. We haven't looked at this one before. Okay, so we got some clips. Did I get the clip? Okay. Top off. There's the element. Okay. Throttle. Might be stuck. It's stuck. Take off the intake. Well, where's that bolt at? That's off. They have like a piece of steel between the exhaust manifold and the intake manifold. Okay. I guess it worked. Oh, it comes off as one. It looked like it was two-piece, but that was one solid exhaust manifold. That's interesting. Fan off here. Have an alternator. Couple of belts. Water pump, probably. Clutch bearing. There it is. Can I take the timing cover off? I can. Alright. I'm betting to get to this. Yeah, we're going to have to pull the head first. Okay. And the oil filter. This has got to be an injection system on this side, right? What it looks like. Is that what that was? Yeah, mechanical fuel injection. Cool. That was definitely probably ahead of its time. Most of these 50s cars, they were carbureted. Still had a, looks like it still had a point type system. Yep. the engine head cover off. Down in here and see what this looks like. So you got a standard cam looks like. You pull the cam. Oh, it's getting the bearing, okay. Gotta probably get the bearings out first. Now we can probably pull the cam. Nope. Probably got to get that first. Yep. Pull the chain. Maybe. Nope. Pull the chain now. Yep. Cam bearing. Now we pull the cam. Okay. We get this rocker system out. It looks like this will be one like. Okay, so they're independent rocker systems for the rockers there. That's kind of cool. Pull the head. All right. I think that is it for this side. Let's rotate it. Pull the oil pan and we'll get the pistons out. This is pretty standard fare. Crankshaft bearings, rod caps, and pistons. Not too different from any other motor we've done. Can't pull the block yet. That's probably because there's that. Now we got the block. Alright, what was that? Mechanical fuel injection shaft. Alright. So lathe up the brakes we got. We're probably going to put performance brakes on this, but it's alright to repair the ones we took off of it at least. Those we could use on customer cars. One brake is lathed up the other. Got 10 pages of parts to repair. So a lot of the parts we pulled off of this bad boy are actually reusable, which is unique and cool. A lot of parts are repairable here. This is good. Oops, I missed. There we go. Heard a brake get done. I think there was 3. Nope, we got them. 8 more pages of repairs. Oops. This is where I think some parts of Car Mechanic 2018 I liked a little better. The rapid part repair. You can get bogged down repairing parts here. I don't mind this. This is like, you know, going to like a Dave and Buster's and getting tickets or something. It's a decent minigame, but you get bored with it pretty quick. didn't fail on the cross member. I mean, I don't mind failing on like a clip, you know, something that costs you $1 to repair and it's $10 to buy a rope clip or something. But failing on something that's a really expensive part, that's somewhat irritating. Some of these, the exhaust manifold, intake, we're repairing them, but we're likely going to replace those with performance parts. And 3-star performance parts, of course. Oh, I failed on the timing cover. Really? But again, failing on that part compared to, let's say, the engine block, wouldn't be a big deal on that. Fail. That's terrible. 2 fails on these pages so far. Cylinder head, I'm imagining they have performance parts, honestly. You know, we're not 100% sure this will be the first Mercedes we've repaired. Well, Mercedes from the Mercedes DLC. There was Mercedes in the game, they just didn't call it that. Few more parts. Alright, so parts are repaired. Let's save that. Let's start on the motor and put the block. Okay, we got to replace the block. We couldn't repair it. That'll be the first purchase we got to buy for this thing. Just a new block. Whew! 3,200 bucks for a block. That really sucks. It wasn't repairable, I guess. Okay, the crank. Well, we have one that's 3-starred. Let's put that in. Why not, right? Alright, we'll have to 3-star some pistons. Got an oil filter. 3-star the alternator. Air filter base needs to be replaced. Water pump. Just trying to throw on parts that we can throw on that don't have to be 3-starred real quick. It's got 2 ignition coils. So it's got the lightnings. Fuel filter, we're going to have to 3-star one. Alright, let's go to the mechanical fuel injection shaft. I'm doubting that'll be a performance part, but let's just check. It is not. Put that on. Mechanical fuel injection is a performance part. Ignition distributor A will be a performance part too. Alright, let's go performance-size some of these. Make them 3 stars. We'll pop in here. Let's see. Alternator. Need a clutch plate. Clutch pressure plate. And a flywheel. Fuel filter. Fuel pump. I'm just kind of scrolling through these things and popping the ones that I know we're going to need. Ignition coil B, we need 2. Okay. Ignition distributor and cap. Then the rotor. Okay. And then we'll probably need pistons. Yep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pistons. And where there are pistons, there are spark plugs. Let's grab those. Oops, too far. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 spark plugs. I think that'll be enough to get us started here. There'll be more performance parts here. Oh, I forgot the mechanical fuel injection. That's alright, we'll come back. Now this is the part. Remember to grab your 3-star one that you just put in the effort to make. Because it's not sorted by stars. Alright, so we got those in. Should probably get rid of these crap parts that I don't need. Could scrap them. Probably should do that. That way we don't accidentally put on a camshaft bearing cap that's crap or a rod cap that's crap. We're running low on rings. I don't know if you noticed that when we put the rings on, but would have been really annoying to have this engine back together and put on a 60% ring and wonder why it wasn't 100%. There we go. Find the 3-star flywheel. Clutch plate. There's the 3-star one. And we got a 3-star pressure plate. Clutch bearing. And we have those 2 ignition coils, which we made 2 of these 3-star. There they are. You can kind of see. No stars, 4%. 3-star, 5.2%. That's why we 3-star stuff. 3-star filter. Okay. Alternator, we 3-starred, yep. Okay, let's rotate this thing. Mechanical fuel injection we did buy, but we didn't 3-star it. Cylinder head I have. Can I get it as a performance cylinder head? I can. But we're getting that, definitely. Ignition distributor we got. Rotor we got. And a cap. I'm pretty sure we did that. Except I 3-starred the wrong one. It's the I6 distributor cap. Okay. So, I6 distributor cap, cylinder head, and mechanical fuel injection need 3-starred. And we got to salvage up these parts that we don't need. I think there were some body panels I hadn't repaired yet, right? Yep. Let's repair those so we don't salvage them. Alright, let's salvage these 14 pages of parts real quick. Terribly long. While this is salvaging, we can grab some water. Won't take terribly long to get this done. And you'll get a little bit of scrap out of this. I just run a macro for this and it stops like on every, I think I have it set to stop on the fifth to sixth line there. Sometimes I hit a blue, sometimes I hit a green. Most of the time it's yellow. It's fine. Hey, there was a blue. All right. These are parts that, you know, couldn't be repaired, clearly. So we're just scrapping them away, getting rid of them. Which adds to our supply of scrap we can use to make our 3-star performance parts. Few more pages. There was a blue. Engine block, I think we're gonna sell because that sucker's expensive. Yeah, $230 for that. Let's sell that instead of scrapping it. Alright, let's see. What are we 3-star? Cylinder head, mechanical fuel injection, and sell that. There was other things I needed to 3-star, and I'm blanking on it. It'll come to me. Cylinder head. It was the ignition coil. Distributor cap for an I6 is the one I had to 3-star. Alright, and then a mechanical fuel injection, which I think I went way past. Alright, got our stars. Don't forget your clips on those distributor caps. That'll drive you insane if you forget that. Alright, pop on the... Oops! I just did that. Put in a spark plug that wasn't the improved one. This is where not sorting by stars is somewhat annoying. 3 pieces of paper. There you go. Huh? I got a little snack for you. 3-star. 3-star. All right. Then a 3-star mechanical fuel injector. The rockers we don't have. We had 3 of these, which I doubt rockers. Yeah, I didn't think they'd be performance. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the rockers are in. And there'll be a camshaft, which should be a performance part. Put a performance cam in it, right? Yep. And there's the exhaust manifold. Performance. Cam and exhaust. We'll put those 3-star treatment. Camshaft. And the exhaust manifold. stars. Cam. Exhaust. It looks like there should be more bolts here, right? They have bolt holes. That's probably for the intake that goes in those holes. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4 bearings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cams in. Exhaust manifold cover. Looks like a piece of tin, really. And the intake manifold, which I'd imagine you can get as performance. But we can. Intake manifolds. Now a 3-star intake manifold. Part mount. That sucker on. Okay. Throttle. Probably a performance throttle, yep. And the air filter element. So a throttle, air filter goes on. Where am I going? There's the air filter element. Throttle's going to be way back here. Oh, passed it. Alright, put these on. Throttle. Huh, I 3-starred the wrong throttle. Well, heck. There's the correct throttle. My bad. Alright, mount. 3-star. Alright. Okay, put on that air filter element. Air filter cover we're missing probably. And there's a hose between that and the intake, I'm sure. Yep. And a clip. The one clip, yep, just one clip. That's there. Then we'll get some cam bearings here. Timing chain. There's a couple of bearings that go with the timing chain. Timing chain sprockets. Timing cover, we actually could have repaired that, but we failed on the repair, so we have to buy this. Irritating. Crankshaft pulley. Serpentine belts. Fan. Another serpentine belt. These look like generic belts, so I assume this one should be A. There we go. Belts are on. Engine head cover. Nice Mercedes symbol there. Ignition wires. Are those performance? They are. Alright, let's go 3-star those. Somewhere in the eyes, we'll find the ignition coils, ignition wires. There they are. Now 3 stars. Got it. I think that engine is done. Nope. Let's pull it off the old stand, grab the cherry picker and throw it back in. Install. Before we forget, let's throw some oil in it. And we'll start putting all the peripheral parts on. Alright, oil. Where's the dipstick on this thing? There it is. Hey, we did good. Right in the middle. Start mount. Put on the radiator. Washer fluid. Brake master cylinder. I think that is it. It doesn't have the PS. No power steering. Whew. At least it's a light car. Coolant. Washer fluid. And the brake fluid, which, interestingly, you can fill up your master cylinder without having the brakes on. Hmm? What's up, buddy? Fluids in. Alright. Let's do the rear end first. Tank. Find our 3-star pump. Somewhere in our list. There it is. Kind of, like I said, has the modern-ish suspension for the rear end. For a 54 Mercedes, that's pretty cool. Hold on the brakes because I want performance. Hop on that. And a drive axle. There we go. The brakes, we can get performance. Likely we'll be able to get performance exhaust too, I'm sure. So front, middle, rear. And then brake-wise, we'll put, it's got discs on the front and rear, so we'll get 4 performance disc brakes. Front, middle, rear, and brake discs. And the front exhaust. Having this macro on your mouse to hold down left click is really useful when you have a pile of parts you want to scroll through. Front exhaust, let's find the middle, and then the rear. Rear exhaust, rear muffler, was that the right one? I don't remember if that's the right one. Yeah, it must be. Oh no, it's this one, the M186. Alright, let's mount up the brakes. Put on that 3-star exhaust. Brakes on this side. We'll have to figure out what we're doing rim-wise. Let's see. Gearbox. Grab the performance. This will be the last thing I think we're going to have to 3-star on this. Gearbox. There it is. It's a little bit of a performance boost. But you do that on all the performance parts, it adds up. A drive shaft. Alright, let's pop in the cross member. Grab the rubber bushings. Alright, rubber bushings are in. Steering rack, sway bar. Get the knuckles on the ends here. Tie rods. Suspension arms, lower and uppers. And I'm pretty sure it had coilover shocks, yep. Double wishbone shock absorber. Get that Knuckle cover on. Wheel hub. There's a bearing. And the 3-star brake disc. Brake pad. And some calipers. Okay, that side's done. Let's do this side. Then we'll have to figure out what we're doing with the wheels. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. And wheel hub. Slap on the bearing. 3-star disc. Brake pads. And the caliper. Done. Alright. Now, what kind of rims did this thing come with? 16 inches, 185/75s. We obviously cranked it up a bit. Probably put a little wider in the back. Let's put 225, 65, 16s in the back, and we'll stay with the 185, 75, 16s in the front. Rim-wise, do I have... Oh, I haven't repaired those. Let's repair these. I had to tear those down. Might as well repair them if we can, right? Might as well. Only had 3 wheels on this car when we got it. So, oh my goodness, I failed. Terrible. Alright, so as far as rims, get rid of the one we just broke. Need 2 more of these. Rims. 16s. 2. And we'll probably put the Dominators, or the whole shots on this. Dominators, it looks fancier. 16, 225, 65s in the back. And we'll put 216, 185, 75, 16s. Those in the front. Get these mounted up. Off. Install. Balance up a few more tires and we'll be good to install. Alright, so in the rear we're putting the just slightly wider tires since we have a little more performance. 25s. stock size in the front. We're still putting slicks just for the performance. All right, rims are on. They look decent. All right, let's mount up the body panels. I don't think I have any Mercedes parts at all. I can check just to be safe. Body panels I have. This is the 300 SL. Do I have any 300 SL? Huh. I have a hood and a bumper. So I did pick up some. Oh, we know there's parts we're gonna need. Might as well just buy those real quick. Because windows are not repairable, so I wouldn't have had those anyway. Headlights, tail lights. Don't have a driver's door left. Front left door. Whew. $1,200 door. Trunk we got. Don't have a rear bumper. Tail lights, license plate. This is coming together. Don't have a passenger door. One drinker side door, please. And other mirrors here. Don't have the mirror. It only has a left side mirror. Doesn't have a right side mirror. Alright, I think she's 100% now. Doesn't look like we're missing any body panels. Parts, 99%. Well, we're missing something. What are we missing? Oh, starter. Probably useful. There we go. Now she should be 100%. She is. Let's tint these windows up a bit. Use. Go for like, I don't want to go dark. Yeah, like a middle, 60% tint, sure. Move this to the test path for first. We'll line up the wheels and the lights. And we'll throw it on the dyno and see how we did. Well, we'll paint it first. Wheels are aligned. Might as well line up the old headlamps. Left. Right. Pop it over to the car wash. Paint shop. Paint shop. That's the stock color, kind of the mint green, which honestly I don't hate. Is there any liveries for this sucker? Livery 1. Mercedes-Benz with a 6. Livery 2. Red Mercedes with a 6. Matches the interior, I guess. White Mercedes with a 6. Yellow with a 6. None. So it's if you just want to have the racing look. Okay, what are other factory colors? Black, red, I like the blue, the baby blue. I don't know if that goes well with the red interior, though. Black does. Black matte with the white livery and red interior. Sure. I think that looks good. Paint! Paint the car! We'll pop it over to the dyno, see how much our performance augments. I don't know if I'll be able to tune on this because it doesn't have an electronic control unit and it's not carbureted because it's actually got mechanical fuel injection. So there'll be no additional tuning that we're going to be able to do. And we'll just throw it on the dyno and see how she comes out. Stock was 250 and 283 pound-feet of torque. Almost 89% improvement, not bad. We're gonna have to throw that on the old spreadsheet. Let's see, car restorations. We got 472 horsepower and 518 pound-feet of torque. That is solid. Save. We should see how much value did we get out of this thing. Sell value 176,147, which when we actually looked up this real car and found an auction online, it was like $1.5 million for this car. So maybe not 100% realistic in value. That's okay. All right. Save on that. Let's check on this. So it's a B class drag car. 150s. It's probably going to hit like one. What else did I have that was like a B class drag car? I look at my quarter mile times. It'd probably be like in the 12s. Was that, yeah, that Land Rover Discovery, 114. So maybe shooting for a top speed in the 130s in the quarter mile ish. Still go for a 411 rear end first to start. 4 gears get us to 120. Let's go for a 5 gear at 135-ish. Somewhere in that range. 140. Yep. We'll go up by, let's see, if we go up 8.5, 2 would be 105, right? Go up by 2, up by 3 here. Or by 40, yep. That to a 2, and make it a little higher, 225. All right, so we'll leave it in 5 gears for a quarter mile. and test it and see how that looks. Let's pop in this thing. Man, that is like your that is period red. I'm just saying. Let's go for a drive to the drag strip. This has got to be like a vampire's car or something with all that blood red inside. Warm up and practice at the quarter mile. Let's just test on the drag setup here. Start off in the car, see how that rolls. Brake, gas. The shift point's probably going to be around 5,700 RPMs. Did 11.6 at 122, so we were about right. It's going to be about 130 miles an hour. I didn't hate the shifts there. Let's just try a King of the Sands, see how it does. The B class, E rating of, so it's like mid to high B. Always going to bet a Hellcat. I'll bet the Chrysler 300, Corvette, Aston Martin, Dodge Viper, go for the Mustang, Porsche. Who do we draw? A Mayan T8, so that's like a Chrysler 300, I think. Man, we did good with the bets. Holy cow, I only lost on one. Who are we up against? That's like an Audi, right? I guess an Audi. Alright, on the brake, on the gas. Five is actually probably almost a little too tall. We could probably come down a bit with that. We did all right. Let's record that speed. And this is the Mercedes. We did a what? All right, quarter mile was 11,565 at 123. Ah, 2 for 3. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, who did we draw this round? We got the Porsche. Okay. On the brake, on the gas. Yeah, 5 is too high. I gotta adjust 5th gear. $11,500, 112 at 123. That a little better than our last one? 5. Tap speed's the same. All right, we're still betting that Hellcat. Let's see how we can do against the Dodge Viper. Jeez, I think yeah, it's a Viper. On the brake, on the gas. 1.565 at 123. We're consistent. And we took down the Cobra, which is technically a Dodge Viper. And we drew the Hellcat. All right. The Oldsmobile 442. On the brake, on the gas. Got it. I didn't even have to adjust fifth gear to win the King of the Sands. Good half-second win. All right. Return to garage. King of the Sands win. Yes. Did I save the spreadsheet? I did not. All right. Let's see. Let's adjust fifth just a shade. If we take it to 9.5, where does that put our top speed? 126, which is about where we were running through the quarter mile, was right at 123. So that should be quarter mile. Let's add 2 gears for top speed purposes. Go down to 7.5. Oops, just 7 for now. I don't think it's going to pull much beyond that. 7.5 and 5.5. If it gets 200 miles an hour, I'd be surprised. Let's drive out to the speed track. We'll try to top speed this thing, see how it does. Still about 5,700 for a shift point. 5 is a little better. I probably still made it too tall. Yeah, it's not going to pull much beyond. Maybe we'll get 180. It's running out of power. 182. Good thing there's no damage on these cars. Just saying. Turn to the garage. 182 top speed. Let's lap this thing, see how she does. I think this thing set up pretty solid. I'm not even going to adjust the gears for the racetrack. Drive to the track. Typically for the track, I'll flip to the Xbox controller for this instead of keyboard and mouse. Brakes really work. the hairpin coming up. Not the fastest, but for a first lap, that's not terrible. Steering there. Dirt, it's fine. Hairpin turn. There we go. For 110. It's not bad. Like that puts her up there actually in my close to my top speeds. Got a 1-2, I think, or 1-2-3 is my best. 3-4 at 410. Save. Turn to garage. All right, let's give this thing. It does get dirty. They don't have part damage in the game or wear and tear on the parts, but if you drive it or you leave it in your parking garage too long, it does get dirty, which is something. Let's take it to the photo location and just grab a quick screenshot of this thing. Photo mode. I kind of set these up the same way. I don't know why. It's just out of habit. Actually, this one I might want to be a little higher so I can see that label on the hood. Oops, I want to tilt. That looks cool. There we go. View the screenshot. What are we up to now? Number 73? Mercedes-Benz W198 300 SL. Upload. Sure. Ease up. Yeah, it looks cool. You can see that Mercedes-Benz icon on it, whatever. Turn to garage. Well, I like this car. She turned out good. She performs pretty decent. You can see why it was the fastest performance car in 1954. It's a cool looking car. Alright, let's move it to the parking garage, store her up, save the game so we don't lose it. So we just did an older car, so we probably got to do a newer car next. Let's see, let's sort this by value. Trying to decide what's the next car to do. These are the cars we haven't finished up yet, so sort them by age. So it looks like it's going to be the 26 Chevrolet Camaro is going to be up next for us. So I'll make that a $1 value. By largest to smallest. This will be the next one I'm working on. Pop into my parking garage and go find it. The actual in-game name is not a Corvette, it's a Bolt Mosquito MK6. There it is. Move that to the garage. This will be the next 3-star drag racing trick out car. What kind of engine does it have? It has the V8 overhead valve CGM, but I think you can get that supercharged. You can get the dual overhead cam supercharged as well. We'll have to look at these and see which of these 5 swap options is highest performance and make a determination on what to flip this out for. Because we're gonna go for the the highest performance engine we can in this sucker. Might need to take this to the car wash. I'm just saying, she is filthy. All right, I'm gonna save here. We're gonna stop the stream. We'll pick up next with this 2000 and what year was this? 2014 Chevrolet. Oh no, wait, it's a 2016, isn't it? Yeah, 2016 Chevrolet Camaro, and we'll pick up from there. But I'm going to turn her down for now. Thanks for watching, and I will upload the Mercedes up to the YouTube if you want to see it there. Take her easy.